So now you've learned a variety of different four-ball patterns, and you want to learn how to switch in between them on the fly. That is, you can do this, and you can do this. But how do you switch from one to the other without stopping? Now, switching between columns and fountains is pretty easy. Really, all you have to do is switch from throwing like this to throwing straight up to throwing back. So it looks something like this. Here's a fountain going into columns, back into a fountain. That's a pretty easy switch. Once you can do both patterns, it should be pretty trivial to switch between them. A harder switch is switching between async and synchronous. Now, some people, you can really just kind of fudge it, like slow your right hand down a little bit. So you're doing like this, slow it down, and there you're back into synchronous. And you can kind of speed your right hand up, and you're back like this. Now, if you notice, it just kind of takes like 2 or 3 beats, and you just kind of fudge around a little bit, and it works out. My favorite way, however, is much cleaner, in which what I do is I throw one throw out of my right hand just half again as high as I throw out of my left hand. So this will slow my right hand down by 1 beat, and thereby putting it in sync or out of sync with the other hand. So here, if I'm in the async pattern, I throw one a little bit higher, and I fall into sync. And then to get out, I do just the inverse, fall into async. So again, like that, that. You really have to work on getting that significantly higher throw clean out of your right hand without changing around with what you're doing with your left hand. But work on that, get it cleaned up, and it's a pretty easy switch.